Hey yo, good morning America, good morning to Erica, who gave me good head while watching Good Morning America. Good day New York, have a good day in court. My niggas drive around the hood looking for good, yeah, to snort.
Good afternoon, everyone. Happy. What day is it today? I don't even know what day it is. Happy day. Right on, Jake. Try to carry on this great Welsh last name for us, even though we're not related. Maybe at some point we were related. I don't know. Tim Burton, shout out. I don't know who you are really. I know you're a good movie producer or something, or director. So today we're going to talk about 10 steps to remaining present. I'm going to go through them really quick. Actually, I have 6 right now. So we'll do this as we go, on the fly. Number 1, awareness, being aware. You can gain awareness by looking around and engaging the senses, your sight, your smell, your hearing, your touch to a smaller extent maybe, and kind of, if you're outside, listen to the birds chirping. If you're by the ocean, listen to the waves crashing. If it's night sky, clear night sky, check out the stars, look at the stars, look at the moon. If you happen to be at a bakery, notice all the nice smells and aromas coming to your nose. This is one way to awareness, or these are different ways to awareness. I know that I'm being present and aware when I walk outside and I see all the animals and I start observing them. I know I'm present when I walk outside at night, and the first thing that happens, the first thing I notice, the first thing I do is look up at the sky and notice the moon and the stars, and especially if it's a clear night. If you live in kind of rural Michigan, especially in Pontiac, you can see incredible stars from there at night. So that's how I've recognized, hey, I'm totally present right now. I walk outside, I see the squirrels, kind of see what they're up to, hear the birds, and that's awareness. Number 2, alertness and awakeness. You can get that from drinking an energy drink. You can get that from doing some push-ups. You can get that by listening to loud music or speed rap in the morning if you're tired, kind of drowsy. Do whatever you need to do to wake yourself up. What do you do in the morning to wake up? Drink coffee, take a, splash your face with cold water. Whatever you do to wake up, you can do that when you're already awake to gain more alertness and awakeness. Number 3, Teflon mind. Don't get stuck in the past or hung up on something that happened to you 2 days ago, 3 days ago. That thing that reminded you of your girlfriend that broke up with you, or the cat down the road, as Ralph Smart would say. Kind of watch that thought and let it pass in front of you and down below you. That's the Teflon mind. Don't let it stick to you. Don't ruminate over it. The opposite of rumination is letting go and watching it pass from the seat of centered consciousness, which is your true self. Number 4 is acknowledging that you're alive. That works. As long as you say, like, look, I have all these cells in my body, and I'm awake and alive and breathing, and there's blood flowing through my veins, my lungs are working, I'm hydrated, my cells, the mitochondria in my cells are working, all the organelles in my cells are working, I'm alive. Acknowledge that. Number 5 is express gratitude for being alive. After you acknowledge that you're alive, be grateful for being alive. And number 6 is noticing the space between thoughts that is called self or human being. And the cool thing about the word human and being, there's 2 separate words, human being, and this is intriguing. Acknowledging that yourself, your true inner being, is the space between thoughts and not the thoughts themselves or the mind itself, is revolutionary. And it's amazing that they call us human beings, because we're part human, and the human part is our flesh, our mind, our body, our physical self, our mental self, and then there's the being part, which is our true self, and that's kind of like your soul, the seed of your soul, your consciousness, pure love. And there's meditations. If you look up KRS-One's meditation on the 5th dimension, you'll know what the being part of human being is. When it comes to your thoughts, you can kind of realize that your thoughts usually consist of thinking about the past and things that have already happened, or thinking about the future and things that might happen, neither of which are existing in the present moment. When you watch a movie and you get totally dialed in, you're not consciously thinking the entire time. You don't have to repeat to yourself what each character's lines are in order to process it. So what you'll find is when you're truly present, you don't have to use your thoughts. When you're reading a book and you're truly present, you don't have to use your thoughts. Your brain works just fine without any thoughts. That's when it's truly present.